Greed and money can be hard to resist, especially if it can bring you a glamorous lifestyle. But it can also come at a cost.
Well, that's a taste of the plot behind 99 Homes, a new movie due out in theaters this week. Our entertainment reporter Jim Ferguson is here with more. Jim, welcome to you.
Well, welcome back. We're live.
This
is not a tape
it's happening.
It's happening.
And Tina, yeah, a lot of people did get rich, as you know, realtors on foreclosures. This is based on a true story set in 1910, Orlando, Florida, or the state of Florida, which led the nation 1910 and 11 in foreclosures. And a lot of greedy realtors did make a ton of money kicking poor people out of their homes, which was quite sad. And that's really the plot of this movie, 99 Homes. It stars Andrew Garfield. I saw him as a teenager in a London movie called Never Let Me Go with Carey Mulligan, which he was nominated. And then he went on, do you recognize Spider-Man? He was Spider-Man.
He was Spider-Man.
Yes.
Okay, I knew the name.
Andrew Garfield, there he is.
That's
and
right.
He's not going to be the next one. That's a long story, but we won't get into. But this is a wonderful cast. Laura Dern, Oscar nominated for The Wild. She plays his mother. He's a single dad, and he gets, of course, kicked out of his home, and then he makes a deal with the devil. And that's all I'm going to say. Here is Andrew Garfield. Oh, you're not a real estate agent, but I don't think it's still as serious a problem as it was when this film was supposed to be set. Would you agree?
I don't know the current climate, to be honest. I know that it's happening still. I know that there are still people who have been hit and impacted in a devastating way and are still trying to piece the basic needs of their lives back together.
And I do know, too, that they do destroy a lot of homes before they leave with anger, you know.
Yeah.
And speaking of that anger, your character, Dennis Nash, because he had a trade maybe, but a lot of these people, they're so down, you know, and they're kicked out, they have no place to go, they turn to a life of crime. Whereas your character was looking for a job.
Yeah, I don't think that transition to a life of crime is a very quick one. I didn't meet anyone personally that made that transition. I spent a lot of time with people who are trying to still continue to make an honest living, and the life of crime is really what I think the film depicts. The life of crime is happening actually in the insidious, secret way by those that have the power.
That's right.
So yeah,
that's where the real crime is.
Yeah. Well, if the whole system is if the father is corrupt, then what hope do everyone underneath the father have to not be have it trickle down? The system is a sick system. It's full of corruption and criminality from the top level. So how are men and women struggling supposed to make an honest living if no one above them is making? If the way forward is to not make an honest living. So yeah, no, I met a lot of men and women who are trying to be a generous, giving participant in their society.
So you did talk to some of these people that actually lost their homes.
Yeah, and they were all desperate to give. They were all desperate to work. They didn't want a handout. They would rather not a handout. They just want an opportunity to earn their bread and butter, their basic needs.
Well, Spider-Man who won't be Spider-Man, I think I said 1910.
I was going to say, that looks pretty modern for 1910.
I don't know if they had a problem in foreclosures then, but it's 2010.
2010.
Okay. I apologize.
Oh, no, that sounds about right. But I was saying Phoenix actually was hit really hard with
really
that.
hard,
So this hits home with them a little extra.
Exactly. Now, on Friday, we're going to continue with 99 Homes. I have Michael Shannon, who plays the bad guy, the realtor. He steals the movie. He's so good. Do you remember the movie Mud, M-U-D?
Yes.
He was very good in that. And he's a wonderful actor, and he plays his part to the hilt. I have him, and I'm going to review 99 Homes, so I'm not going to say anything more about it.
Well, when does it come out, though?
This Friday.
This Friday. Yeah. So we'll get the review the day that it comes out.
And I will say this, it surprised the critics. It was much better than we thought. It's kind of like a documentary. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't wait to see what you have to say.
Okay.
And we're going to gossip more on this Spider-Man thing. Thank you, Jim.